Namaskar, good afternoon. You're watching Newsify straight from the newsroom. I'm Swati Joshi and I'm here to tell you the latest, and we're all waiting for the proceedings to resume in Parliament. There's a debate on the bill that was passed in Lok Sabha meant to strengthen the anti-paper leak law. We'll tell you all about that. First up are the headlines. After Lok Sabha passes Public Examinations Amendment Bill, Rajya Sabha likely to debate the anti-paper leak. Political storm inside and outside Parliament over police crackdown on protesters. Opposition holds protest, raises slogans. Amid showdown, Congress demands Home Minister Shah's answer on police excess in Parliament. Rahul ups the ante, demands for high-powered panel to investigate instances of violence against student protesters. Pellet gun use row back in Supreme Court. Notice issued to centre. Supreme Court says there should be no violence against protesters. BJP holds mega protest outside Delhi office of Aam Aadmi Party over paper leaks in Punjab. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs crucial CCS meeting. Top ministers attend the meet in Prime Minister's chambers. All right, so the monsoon session is currently underway. We witnessed adjournments, constant sloganeering and ruckus, and there was a brief pause from that chaos when there was a debate, a discussion that took place on the public examination bill, which has now been passed in Lok Sabha, and now there is expected to be a debate, a discussion in the upper house in Rajya Sabha. So I believe the proceedings have begun in both houses of the Parliament. All eyes are on Rajya Sabha, on the upper house, to see how the debate, how the discussion takes place. The opposition is demanding a clarification, answers from the Home Minister on excessive use of force at protesters.
To move a motion for consideration of the public examination, prevention of unfair means, Amendment Bill 2026.
Chairman, sir, with your kind permission, I rise to move that the Public Examinations Prevention of Unfair Means Amendment Bill 2026, as passed by the Lok Sabha, may be taken into consideration. Sir, this bill, as all of us know, has been passed by the lower house. 10 hours of discussion time was allotted over there. Discussion did take place, notwithstanding frequent interruptions, and notwithstanding the fact that the entire reply was made in the din. Now the bill has come to the upper house, the House of Elders. In other words, the House of Seniors, the House of Wiser, the House of Maturer. And therefore, my humble request would be that the bill may be received and responded to with the same spirit as it is being brought. The Amendment Bill 2026 is in a way an extension of the 2024 Prevention of Unfair Means Bill, which is now an act. The earlier bill and the present amendment are the first of its kind in the history of independent India, and directly inspired by the deep sense of sensitivity and concern that Prime Minister Modi ji has time and again expressed for the student and youth of this country. The bill also testifies that this government does not stand on prestige. We never stand on prestige. We are open to healthy inputs. We are open to constructive suggestions from all quarters. And that is exactly the reason why, in the wake of the recent sequence of events, Prime Minister Modi ji lost no time to declare that nobody will be allowed to jeopardize the future of our children, and also announced the resolve of zero tolerance to paper leak. And hence, this legislation, which seeks to make amendments in 2024 Act in order to make it more stringent, more deterrent, is being brought in. My humble request to all the elders in the House is that please help us implement this legislation effectively, and if there are any suggestions for improvement, I'll be taking note of it. I know by now most of the content of the bill is known to you. It has also been extensively reported in the media. Nevertheless, for a quick recall, I may state that this bill is a reaffirmation of the government's highest commitment to safeguard the welfare of the students and youth of this country. Paper leak is an issue at a malaise which has confronted this nation and has been reported from different parts of the country, regardless of whichever the party in power, regardless of whichever the state or the union territory. The list is very long, but if you go through, you will understand how assorted it is, hardly leaving any state or any party untouched. Some of the infamous paper leaks extensively reported in the media and talked about include the 2009 Railway Recruitment Board, 2011 All India Engineering Entrance Examination, 2012 AIMS Delhi Entrance Leak, 2013 Maharashtra Higher Secondary Certificate Leak, 2010 B.Ed Entrance Examination, 2014. Yes, I am coming to that. I am coming to that. Yes. Coming to. I will come up to 26. I am going to come up to 26.
Let the minister speak, please.
I said I will come up to 26. UP 2010 B.Ed Entrance Examination, UP 2014 Combined Pre-Medical Examination, UP 2015 Uttar Pradesh Provincial Service Leak, Tamil Nadu 2012 Tamil Nadu Public Service, West Bengal 2009 Joint Entrance Exam, Rajasthan 2018 Police Constable Recruitment Scam, 2019 Rajasthan Librarian Grade 3 Scam, 2020 Rajasthan Junior Engineer, 2021 Rajasthan Eligibility Examination, 2021 SI Recruitment Exam, 2022 RPSC School Lecturer, 2022 Police Constable, 2022 Senior Teacher Grade 2 Examination, same year RPSC Public Service Commission, 2023 Rajasthan REET exam, 2019 Odisha Teachers Eligibility Test, 2023 Odisha Staff Selection Examination, 2016 Karnataka UC, and very recently Jharkhand Public Service Commission, irregularities in combined skills. Now the suggestion is to come to the current, yes. So 2026, current year, Punjab Pharmacy Officer Recruitment Scam. So this is latest. Please. And even more recent, Karnataka Veterinary Officers leakage.
I will take care of you, please, my dear. Please. Nothing will go on record except the minister's speech.
So, I'm glad that I'm glad the enthusiastic response from the opposition is a testimony to the fact that you have acknowledged what I have said. And therefore, you would also acknowledge the justification behind bringing the 2024 bill and the amendment today. Broadly speaking, Chairman Sir, in this country we have 4 main recruitment agencies, namely the UPSC, the Staff Selection Commission, the Railway Recruitment Board, and the Institute of Banking Personnel. And for admission to higher educations, now you have National Testing Agency. And my next sentence is again going to excite some of the honorable members on the other side. The irony is that the first time the suggestion for setting up a national agency came way back in 1992, almost 33 years back. It was a Congress government at the center. A series of committees were formed, and in UPA 2 in 2010, again a very strong suggestion from one of the committees set up by them came to set up a national testing agency. I'm sure they will appreciate and be grateful and thank Prime Minister Modi that the unfinished task and unfinished agenda left by UPA is being completed and brought to conclusion by the NDA. And therefore,
please take your seat.
And therefore, in an honest bid,
Please take your seat. Don't get agitated.
in an honest bid to carry forward what could have been carried forward by the earlier governments, the Public Examination Bill 2024 was brought in January 24. It was enacted in February 24, implemented in June, and also notified in June 24. The bill's main objectives at that time were to give greater transparency.
Honorable member, please take your seat.
Yes, that is precisely the reason you didn't bring the bill. Because
you go back to your seat, please.
The bill sought to bring greater transparency, greater credibility. And I'm not saying this. There is a strong opinion in this country that this agency was not brought in because there were certain vested interests involved, and which were not compatible with transparency. But here it was a noble thought to reassure the youth that their sincere and genuine efforts would not go unrewarded in the hands of a few vested interests, and to ensure that their future would not be jeopardized by self-seeking.
Your party is having sufficient time. You can give notes to your speakers and you can speak also. Please wait. You please take your seat. Pankaj, you take your seat.
Bringing it national testing agency
no running commentary,
for
please.
53 years. Just as they took 70 years to erase out Article 370, which was their commitment, they took 33 years not to bring in national testing agency. And now that this is being brought, the clamor is not against the bill. The clamor is against that interest which is going to get compromised hereafter.
You are the protectors of paper leak mafia.
Yes.
This will not go on record. The running commentaries will not go on record. Only the minister's speech will go on record.
The government's intention is evident from the fact that
you can speak everything when you
recent leak was reported.
When you are going to speak, when your turn is coming, why you are giving running commentary, please? Minister, please.
Yes. No, I don't get disturbed. In fact, I feel complimented. That means it is touching the right chord. सही जगह पे निशाने पे तीर लग रहा है. मैं ये स्मरण कराने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं कि 33 साल तक जो ये काम ना कर सके वो आज अंजाम होने जा रहा है. लेकिन मुझे यकीन है इस देश में कुछ ऐसे भी कुछ बुद्धिजीवी थिंकर होंगे जो इसका भी आंकलन करेंगे कि 33 साल वो क्या कारण थे जिस कारण से ये नेशनल टेस्टिंग एजेंसी स्थापित ना की गई. वो कौन से वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट थे, वो कौन से मैनेजमेंट कोटा थे कॉलेजों के. And as far as the recent case is concerned, immediately it was handed over to the CBI. It is being followed as per the Prevention of Unfair Means. And day 4 yesterday, the charge sheet was filed. And I'm glad to share that from yesterday, the trial has begun. As per this new law, the investigation will be complete in 2 months, followed by trial in 3 months, 5 mahine. We did not allow indefinitely running trials, which was happening in the earlier governments. अगर कहीं मजबूरी में कोई केस दायर करना भी पड़ता तो it was more of an exit route or face saving, with the firm belief that you will never come to the conclusion. मैं उसका भी बताऊंगा, but I'll speak elaborately during reply. What he is saying is, I thought Jairam ji is a very well-read person, but possibly he has not read the news report in full. Mukhia was never implicated in 2026 case. A. He was also not implicated in 2024 leak. While rounding up, since he was a known scamster in Bihar for paper leak, so when they were rounding up the suspects, he was also taken in. But per se in this case, he was not involved. And that is the report. I thought you read more than me. But today I am glad that I read more than Jairam ji. Anyway, so sir, without wasting time then, because we have to go in for discussion, a number of speakers, and finally we'll also have the concluding remarks. Just to spell out briefly in 5 minutes these important provisions that are being brought in, just to the call of the fellow speakers as well. In the earlier bill of 2024, we had the subsection 1 of section 10, where a person or persons involved were subject to 3 to 5 years of imprisonment and a fine up to 10 lakh. This has been increased to imprisonment of 5 to 10 years and a fine up to 50 lakh. As far as the service provider is concerned, now if Jairam ji has not read that, I will read out. What is the definition of service provider? क्योंकि आप ही बार-बार टोक रहे हैं और कह रहे हैं आपको ज़्यादा. Service provider means any agency, any organization, any body, any association of persons, any business entity, any company, any partnership or single proprietorship, any sub-associates, any subcontractors, any provider of support, of any computer resource or any material, by whatever name it may be called, which is engaged by the Public Examination Authority for the conduct of public examination. So this was a definition given in 24 itself, but just to recall. Now, in 24, the penalty laid down was fine up to ₹1 crore and barring them from conducting an exam for 4 years. This fine is now being increased to 5 years, and the concerned would not be allowed to conduct an exam instead of 4 years for as long as 8 years. Subsection 3 of section 10, director or senior management in connivance. Imprisonment earlier was 3 to 10 years in 24, now it is being increased to 5 to 10 years. Fine was up to 1 crore, it is now being increased to 5 crore. And organized crime, the mafias, which sometimes prompt us to oppose the bill. Mafia is a larger nexus. It could involve persons from the business community, persons from the crime world, and persons from public life also sometimes, unfortunately. And the echo buzzes all around. And for this organized crime committers, the imprisonment earlier was 5 to 10 years. It is being increased to 7 to 10 years. And fine was earlier not less than 1 crore. It is now being increased to 10 crore. And most importantly, there is a provision of special fast-track court, so that the powers that be do not find an exit in filing a case, sleeping over it, and allowing the same malice to continue as was happening before 2014. The Special Task Force is a new provision involved, and therefore, in the Act, we are adding section 12A, a new section. The investigation could be conducted by a police officer, could be conducted by a central agency, if the government chooses to refer, as has been done in the current case, and also by a special task force, namely the STF. And the investigation will have to be completed within a period of 2 months, followed by trial within a period of 3 months, so that the special fast-track court will be able to exclusively deal with this. The special prosecutors will be nominated or appointed in consultation with the concerned High Court, and on justifiable grounds alone, the appeal provision is laid down, not in normal cases, that too to the double bench of the High Court. And beyond 30 days, unless the High Court is satisfied, it would not be possible to file an appeal, and in no case beyond 90 days. Now, may I also add over here that in the course of these few days when the bill was in process, it was being put up in Lok Sabha, it was being taken up in the discussion, the action has simultaneously started. We requested the Ministry of Law, and I'm glad the Department of Justice has already set up 6 special fast-track courts in this country. More are in the making. One of them is Delhi, where the trial has started yesterday in the current case. The other one is Mumbai, then in Calcutta or Kolkata, 4th for Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Uttarakhand, and more are incoming. And as you all know, Prime Minister made this announcement and also said this in a video. हर जगह होगा, हर जगह होगा. ये तो अभी हमने तुरंत ये इसलिए किया कि दिल्ली का केस था तो इस 6 जगह हो गया. A task force has been appointed with Nandan Nilekani, the co-founder of Infosys, S. Somanath, former chairman ISRO, Tapan Dekka, ex-DIP, Dr. V. Kamakoti, director IIT Madras, Chennai, Anita Karwal, former secretary education, and Amrita Lal Meena, logistics expert. And repeatedly it was said that immediately for going into the vision provisions of the National Testing Agency, I don't know how this misconception has been sought to be created, that the Radhakrishnan Committee, which was set up in 2024, the recommendations have not been implemented. I would like to share with this august House that out of the 46 key recommendations, 35 already stand implemented, that is more than 76%. And therefore, the government is in right earnest, with all the sincerity at its command, bringing in this amendment, and I'm sure no member will have any reason to object to this, and if you have an objection, I'm afraid the countrymen will be having objections for you.
Now the motion is moved. Honourable members, I draw your kind attention to the rules 235 and 238 of the rules of procedures. Honourable members are requested to adhere to the said rules while being present in the chamber or during their speeches. Further, those portions of the speeches made in contravention of the rules shall not form the part of the records. And I request all the members on both sides, there are elegant, very good and efficient speakers. Let them speak. Please don't make a running commentary. If your prime speaker is missing any point, you can make a note and send it to him, and so that we will have a very fruitful discussion. That is my humble request to all of you. Now,
one point, sir.
Yes.
Sir, the leader of the House and the leader of the opposition are institutional positions.
Right.
Time is allocated to them in terms of the positions they occupy. So I request that the leader of the opposition be given special time and not be factored in as part of the time for the Indian National Congress.
Okay. No, please. Let him speak. If he really requires extra time, we will consider it.